So, I wrote this script a while ago, talking about, just because I was in a phase when I was trying to write in the scripts to get stuff done every other Monday. But then stuff happened, quarantine happened, and I was just in a point of, okay, I'll write these scripts, and if I have time, and I'll talk about them. So this will be like the first of a few that I'm working on. Anyway, welcome back to Reviews and Rants, where I talk about certain things that interest me, or don't interest me. Today we will talk about THQ. Now I have my script here, so let's get started. Video games have been basically a part of my life for years. And, well, I guess that's a few others considering things, but one of my favorite video game companies is actually THQ, because when I was younger I loved those games to death. Well, and then it went bankrupt and then bought. Now we have THQ Nordic. And I'm not even sure how long ago they did this. Like I said, I wrote the script a while ago. But they announced they were going to be remaking some of the old Nickelodeon games. Now, even though I'm older, like much older now that I think about it, I am interested. Because these games are my childhood. And nostalgia is, well, very, 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 very powerful. And one of those games is actually coming out sometime this month. And am I excited for it? Yes. Is the number one game I want? No. And before people throw their pitchforks at me or decide to burn my house down, I shouldn't joke about that. I've actually gone through that. Let me talk about some things. Let's talk about the game. I'm going to talk about the main games that I want to get remade, or are already being remade. Not sure how much of this information is relevant, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. Anyway, let's talk about SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, the game that's currently being remade, and you play as 3 beloved characters and fight against robots. And Plankton is terrible. You collect things, you fight things, and fight bosses. And from what we've seen, the remake's going to have some extra stuff for the multiplayer. And that means I'm going to have to go get friends. Crap. Anyway, overall I'm expecting the game to be fun, but mostly nostalgic. Mostly because I'm way older than the game came out, and I really don't have much opinion on it. But, nostalgia is powerful, as I said. The next game I want is from the show that actually was my favorite Nickelodeon show when I was younger. Fairly Odd Parents. Yes, this one. The game I actually want to get remade, besides the one that apparently no one likes, is Shadow Showdown. The game where you play as Timmy, go to a bunch of different areas, find magic, and try to save the world from television and shadows. Honestly, it's pretty fun to be able to both just go through the world, use new items every time as well, and just solve a few puzzles. Like I said, it's a game for children, but I miss it. Especially since I lost my GameCube in the fire. R.I.P. GameCube. I'll miss you. But, while I'm probably going to be one of the few who want this, I really do want a remake of the old Breaking the Rules game, because I actually really like the design of those levels, as well as Shadow Showdown. I mean, we're probably not going to get either of those remakes anytime soon, because, geez, it took a long time to get the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake, and coronavirus is a thing. Speaking of which, I'm still pissed about that. Alright, now let's talk about that. Let's talk about my favorite game that I want a remake of. And it is probably in my top 5 video games just because of how much I love the series. The game I am talking about, or / games if you want to be specific, is Tak and the Power of Juju. And the 2 sequels. Specifically the second one. Anyway, I actually played through the second one to completion before I beat the first one. And I honestly don't care if the Great Juju Challenge one, the third one, is ever remade because, well, that one wasn't nearly as good as the first 2. But get ready, because I have a lot to talk about according to the script I wrote a few weeks ago, or months, I don't even know. Anyway, the first game is an open world adventure collecting game. You go around the world, collect things, go to exotic areas, summon jujus, who's fight bosses. It's just all fun. Overall, this game is probably one of the more reasons I just love games in general. Also, you can collect cool powers. Yes. And yes, a bunch of this stuff is optional, so I love it. All open world design games where you have optional stuff, great. Am I ever going to try to 100% the game? If it ever gets remade? Probably. Anyway, the second game is more of a straight path than the other one. While it is true there are a few things hidden here and there, overall it's just more of a straight gameplay. I mean, you go to a bunch of cool areas, you have an ally helping you out throughout at the game, you get some cool powers, but overall it's more of a straightforward and less of a, what's the word I'm looking for, all-around path. I mean, it's great. I still love the game. In fact, Tak 2 is probably my favorite game of the Tak series. But, yeah. I don't know. And the last one is the Great Juju Challenge, which, on my honest opinion, isn't as good. While it does take some stuff from Tak 1 and allow more open world design, it also makes every world after the first level a time challenge. Basically forcing players to rush and try to balance between Tak and Lock in order to win the Great Juju Challenge. Now, I remember playing through this game with my brother, and it was kind of easy. It was fun, but whenever you have two players working together, it's kind of easy. So, all in all, it's fine, I guess. You have to look around, you have to go through time, but all in all, I like the other two a lot better. Anyway, that's just my hope for THQ to remake. I know there are a few other games like Avatar and okay, look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know. I didn't play many other Nickelodeon games before, besides SpongeBob, Tak, and Fairly Odd Parents. I did beat the first Avatar game a long time ago, but other than that, nothing else. Anyway, that's all I gotta say for THQ Games for now. We're nearing about, let's see, like what, less than 2 weeks from the date of this recording when the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake comes out. And I am hoping I can get my hands on Nintendo Switch before that, because I would very much love to play a nostalgic game anywhere I go. Anyway, that's all for today. Hey, I will talk to you all later. Peace out.